talking just about the ball.
Well, in practice, the coach really emphasizes on extra passing. So we do drills with that where we'll pass to one guy, swing it, and then the coach will run out to us, and then we'll kick to the wide open guy. So we do a lot of practicing with that. So I mean, you can tell that it carries over in the game, and that's exactly what we want.
Just talk about your night from outside. I mean, obviously you're 4 for 6 from downtown. All your buckets were threes. Were you just did you want to be aggressive from the outside?
Well, their point guard Brady, he's a very quick defender, and then he was really pressuring me on the outside and just not letting me get anywhere that I want. So I kind of like had to hang back a little bit, let the ball game come to me, and my teammates were able to find me on the outside for the three-pointers.
As a point guard, do you think that kind of adds something to your game, the ability to hit that outside shot like that?
Definitely. If you're able to do all the things that has to come with basketball, penetrating and finding teammates, and then especially shooting a three-pointer, that just stretches out the defense. So that's what helps with all the games that come to us. So.
Ron, you led the way with your first double-double of the year. I mean, what I've noticed out there is the energy. You guys really get after like rebounds and those 50-50 balls. Is that something that you guys have kind of carried from the one trip back to Patty Center?
Yeah, Coach, he emphasized the 50-50 balls. Those are most important during the game. And early in the season, we started to lack on that. So he wanted to, he told us that was going to be one of the key points that we needed to do in the game was compete for the ball. And just don't give up. The ball could be in the opponent's possession, but just one swipe at the ball and it's ours. So that's all I want to do is just go in and try to get every rebound or loose ball I can, to give our team that edge.
Ronnie, what does it mean to get a double-double in Mick's 500th career game?
I never thought about it like that, but it feels good, because it's one of my coach's highlights, of the season. He'll remember that for the rest of his life. And for me to come in and, play a good game, offense and defense-wise, I'm pretty sure he'll remember that, and so I would remember it too.
Not that guys to go.
Did that play a part in this game for you and your teammates' effect as well as your coach's 500th game?
I think it kind of did a little bit. I mean, we didn't really pay close attention to that. We were just more focused on getting past this game, and Coach didn't really make a big deal out of it, neither did we. But we knew it in the back of our heads that it was his 500th game. So.
Ronnie, you guys have won 5 in a row, 4 GNAC games. What do you think the key has been to this run that you guys are on?
Defense. Defense and rebounding. Usually we're like on our 5th win, we haven't let our opponents get a second chance at the boards, a second offensive chance. So we've been trying to build on that, basically getting that first rebound and just going out and running and completing and basically just pushing it on offense so we can get in our offense early.
Let's do this, guys.
All right, Coach, why don't you make an opening statement on tonight's win?
It feels good. We did some good things at both ends. We've been really rebounding the basketball, and defensively we're getting better. And that's opened up a lot of things. That's really starting a lot of our offense for us is our defense. And we still go through stretches offensively, but we're just getting more comfortable with each other. And like I told you guys before, it's about our 13th game together. So really pleased with the win. I like that St. Martin's team. I think they're solid on both ends, and that's a good home win for us.
Mick, talk about defense. It looks like you emphasize a lot of man-to-man, but you were also like switching up, and you were having guys switch up, especially on the perimeter. So talk about the defense.
Well, yeah, we're predominantly man. We did some zone early, and we'll do a little trapping and a few things, but they're getting comfortable at half-court man. The big key for us is getting used to each other and talking, and they have the right to, if they're in trouble, they need to talk and switch or whatever. Everybody's running ball screens, so that's the biggest thing is, our bigs are getting out there and what we call helping until the guard gets over. So, it seems to be coming together, and you know, tonight with Ronnie Baker getting his boards, you know, to get somebody on the perimeter with 13 boards is huge.
What do you remember about the very first basketball game you coached? Because this was number 500. What do you?
You didn't count high school, right?
No,
Okay.
just
My
college.
year in high school. I was thinking back to that little high school gym, but guess who it was against Simon Fraser. They were, you know, they were a Canadian team that you could bring in and count them as a win. So I have a few Simon Fraser wins. Unfortunately, I lost twice last year to them, but you know what? It doesn't seem that long ago when we played that first one. So real fortunate, and yeah, it doesn't seem that long ago, but that's a lot of games.
Yeah, I reminded your counterpart that this was his 260th.
Yeah, I know. He told me that too. He last night. I know. And Coach Cooper's a good guy. Yeah, I went back, or he came to by today at shoot around and told me where he was at. He had counted his games up. But I want to thank Chris. Chris did a great job of everything involved with the 500th game, and that's very, very appreciative. You know, I just would probably just coach and get out of the gym, but you know, he made me go to half court. So.
Just talk about kind of pretty even scoring. You had 5 players in double figures. Is that really going to be key for you guys here in the second half of the season to be balanced?
Oh, there's no question. And you know, Zach Kowalka had to, you know, he had to play a lot of minutes because Andrew Kelly was fighting fouls, and even though he didn't score, I still thought his physicalness with 23 minutes was critical. We're playing 8 right now for the most part, and they're really starting to play well together to kind of know the rotations. I have confidence in all 8. I mean, Dallin Bills was close to, you know, getting double figures tonight, and Andrew Kelly. So we really got 8 guys that are good players right now on both ends.
Coach, you were emphasizing defense, and even Ronnie was talking about you were emphasizing the energy and getting after the 50-50 balls. 5 games in a row. Was there maybe a certain game where you see like this team is starting to get it and really starting to get that team chemistry down?
Well, you know, I liked how we played against Multnomah before Christmas, even though it wasn't quite the competition, but we just seemed to start to kind of make the extra pass, play together, and then the win at Central. I mean, there's no question the win is going in and winning at Central Washington was a huge confidence boost, and these guys don't seem to be satisfied. They took it into Northwest Nazarene, and then they brought it back home tonight when you know, maybe they could have been feeling good about themselves, but they knew they had a tough opponent tonight, and you know, they bared down and played.
Do you guys have like a Friday routine, like as far as game prep for Western Oregon, and how will you prepare for it?
Yeah, we'll have our practice tomorrow. It'll be light, but it's mostly just mental and scouting is what tomorrow will be, and some shooting, and then we'll have a little review on Saturday, you know, late morning, and then play. So we'll have two little workouts before we play Western. But the biggest thing for me is we got to be careful so we have our legs. In other words, it's not really practice; it's just more mental and going over what we're going to see. We'll see a different type of style. They press. I mean, it's kind of like last week, Central pressed and then half court on Saturday. So in basketball, from one game to the next can be totally different, and it definitely will be. A lot of young kids, they want to get after us and they want to press us. So we kind of have to get in our heads that's the style we'll see Saturday night.
What does it mean for you to see the threes falling right now? And I mean, especially when someone like 6'11" Sergei Pusar is standing at the top of the arc and draining threes. I mean, what does it mean? Because I mean, when I talked to Coach Cooper, he said a big difference in the game tonight was the Nanics were hitting threes.
We had, at halftime we had 5, they had 1. I thought that was kind of the difference. Neither team shot many free throws. You know, that's a big weapon, and we haven't been a great three-point shooting team, pretty inconsistent. I thought Don Brinson, you know, where he missed a couple wide open ones and then came back and hit that one in the corner, I thought was huge, you know. And they spend a ton of time, those shooters, Stefan Tietzen and Dominic Brinson, those two spend a lot of time in the gym shooting, so, you know, they deserve those threes going in. And Sergei's probably our best shooter overall on the team. So, you know, this part of the game we're going to shoot. Pat Voeut continues to shoot them well. So it's a big weapon because it opens up the court if you can hit some threes. It gives us room to do other things. Like Ronnie Baker's penetration is starting to be important to us. You know, getting those tough layups in the hole. And start taking it to the basket and those tough layups.
I know Danny referred to you guys making threes. I guess my thing is following you guys early in the season, is the fact that you're holding opponents to a very low percentage shooting threes too. So it's like even if you guys make or miss, you guys are
In
holding
this,
them down.
yeah, I don't know what they shot tonight. They shot 25, and yeah, we've gotten better. Early we're struggling a little bit, but the last 5 games, that's been a big. That and the rebounds have made a big difference. So, we'll see. I mean, like I talked to Danny, momentum. We want to try to keep this momentum going into Saturday night, and then obviously we got our rival game next week. So, but we're trying. They're conference games, and the whole country's playing conference games tonight, and they're great. The competition is great. Both teams know each other, and that's what we're in. We're getting out of the GNAC. So
I'm good.